Hey guys, how's it going? So, in this video, we're going to be talking about Airbnb. So, before I do that, I just want to say I had to stop playing video games. Right now, I'm playing Warframe. I just finished playing, what's that game called again? Demon Souls. Now I'm playing Warframe. It's a grinding game. Grind for loot, gear, and random stuff. But it's a pretty fun game. I had to stop to make a video. I'm gonna make a quick video and then back to playing grinding. It should be called War Farm. Anyways, Airbnb. Airbnb is going public. I don't know when. Eventually, sometime in December. Probably middle of December, maybe December 10th, December 15th. So I've watched multiple videos on Airbnb and almost everyone's bullish on Airbnb. So I'm thinking that Airbnb is gonna skyrocket to $100 when it IPOs, because big money, institutional investors, billionaires, and people who are just have fat wallets are going to bid the stock price up massively before the retail investors get access to it. So I don't know if you want to go in and buy the stock at $100 per share, because that's what I think is going to happen. I think the Airbnb stock is going to double in value as soon as it IPOs, because big money is going to buy up the stock and make it skyrocket. So we're going to be talking about a stock that's going to IPO at $50 billion. $35 billion, $50, but it's probably going to be a $70 billion company, and it's going to be extremely overvalued. It's up to you if you want to buy Airbnb at $70 per share, because that's what I think is going to happen when it IPOs. Not $70 per share, $100 per share, which is about $70 billion valuation. I don't know if you want to buy that at that price. I personally think at $35 billion, I personally think Airbnb is already overvalued, extremely overvalued. But I still think that the stock price is going to go higher. I think that the stock price is, a lot of people want to buy this stock. A lot of people want to have this in their portfolio. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Airbnb is a millionaire maker. You can make money off of it. You can maybe double or triple your money, but I don't think you're going to 10x your money off Airbnb. I think it's probably going to skyrocket, and then retail investors are going to buy it, and then it's going to drop. But hey, that's my opinion. I don't know at the end of the day what the stock price is going to do, but I think even at $35 billion, the company is severely overvalued. But let's say the scenario, it came out at a $35 billion valuation at $50. I will make a position in Airbnb, because I think the stock will go higher. Even if I think $35 billion is overvalued, I still think that the market is going to get excited and it's going to bid the stock price higher. My opinion, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'm completely wrong on this, and Airbnb will come out and it will tank really hard. Who knows at the end of the day? I really don't think so. I think a lot of people, if it tanks, a lot of people will buy it up. So I really don't think it's going to tank. I think it's going to head up higher. My opinion. So we'll see what happens. So Airbnb seeks a $35 billion valuation ahead of the IPO. So if we take, $35 billion, that's $35 billion divided by, let's say, $50 per share. It's going to be roughly $70, 700 million shares. So every dollar that Airbnb goes up, it's $700 million. So somebody or multiple people are going to be pushing this thing up billions and billions of dollars on the first day. Retail investors are not in control of this stock. It's the big money. at the end of the day, if you're buying Airbnb, you're gambling that big money will keep buying the stock and keep pushing the stock price higher and higher and higher and higher, which I think is a big probability, because if you look at Tesla, they're the leader in EV, and Airbnb is not really the leader in it, but a lot of people love Airbnb. Me personally, I have used Airbnb before. I like this service, but you know, and the biggest reason why I use Airbnb is because they're cheaper than hotels. They're cheaper than hotels, and you know, that's the value proposition of Airbnb, is because it's cheaper than hotels. Hotels is a little bit more expensive, but you know, you get room service. But with Airbnb, you're gonna have to clean up after yourself after you're done, so you don't really get that service. And if you don't clean up after yourself, they're gonna charge you. The people who rented that place out to you is probably gonna charge you an extra fee for cleaning up the building. So that's the downside with Airbnb. You have to clean up after yourself. You can't just, you know, leave the hotel. With a hotel, you can just leave the room and then somebody will come in and clean up for you. So it's the convenient factor of a hotel versus, you know, renting off someone else through Airbnb. And if we look at Expedia Group is, you know, they basically have the same business model as Airbnb, but they actually have more customers than Airbnb. And if we look at the financials, you know, they are making, you know, they were making like almost $1 billion of profit a year, EBITDA of $1 billion. I don't think Airbnb right now is profitable, but I could be wrong. I think they were like EBITDA positive, profitable in 2017, but they've been using that money to continue to grow their company, while Expedia is like, you know, already generating $1 billion. So they, in 2018, they generated $675 million. In 2019, $948 million. But we looked, you know, when the pandemic was going on, Expedia was actually losing quite a bit of money. They were losing 1 billion, and previous quarter they lost about $111,000. So they are narrowing down their loss. But Expedia was losing quite a bit of money when you know, when the pandemic was in full swing. But it looks like people are starting to travel again, and both Expedia and Airbnb's business has recovered. But we look at the valuation of Expedia, it's $18 billion versus a valuation of Airbnb at $35 billion. And if the market bids it up even higher, we're talking about $70 billion. The revenue Airbnb generates is nowhere close to the revenue that Expedia Groups generate. I think Expedia Group generates way more revenue than Airbnb. I could be wrong on this, but that's what I think. I'm not 100% positive. I need to look more into their finances. But you know, I didn't really look into it before I made this video because I'm just kind of lazy. So, but I seen some videos on it. I think Expedia is making more revenue than Airbnb. I could be wrong. TripAdvisor, this one is really this thing is $4 billion, and we look at a 5-year chart. I mean, this thing used to be $50, and you know, long time ago in 2014, this thing used to be $93 per share. So, and this is kind of similar business model to Airbnb. The business has been under pressure because of the pandemic, but it seems to be recovering a little bit right now. And then this is a little bit off topic, but Rocket Company, a company that is extremely profitable, they are valued roughly the same as Airbnb. They are buying back $1 billion worth of shares. They have plans, or they have in the investor relations, or their last earnings report, they say that they're going to they plan to buy $1 billion back in stock. They generate billions of dollars in profit, and yet, the stock doesn't move. While Airbnb, I think, is going to double in value in a very short amount of time. But again, that is my opinion. I just think that, because Airbnb is so popular and there's so many people that know the company, I just feel like people just don't care about this $35 billion valuation, and they're going to bid the stock up higher. And I could say that, the valuation is going to hit $70 billion in a very short term. May pull back after that, but hey, we'll see what happens. Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.